Good morning, Dr. Arif. My name is Pusparani Ramakrishnan and my matrix number is MC240728807. Today I will be presenting my individual assignment for Introduction to Logistic Management. The topic of my presentation is compare the advantage and disadvantage of using rail versus road transport for freight movement in Malaysia. Before I begin, let me briefly explain what I will cover in this presentation. First, I will introduce freight transportation and explain the basic concept of road and rail transport in Malaysia. Next, I will compare both transport methods based on cost, delivery speed, flexibility, accessibility, carrying capacity, environmental impact, and reliability. After that, I will share a Malaysian case study followed by my recommendation and the conclusion. Let's start with the introduction to freight transport. Freight transportation means moving goods from one place to another using road, rail, air or sea transport. It's an important part of logistics because it helps business deliver products safely and on time. In Malaysia, road and rail transport are the two main land transport methods for moving goods. For example, supermarkets like Lotus and Mydin receive products every day from warehouse using freight transportation. Without a good transportation system, deliveries may be delayed and affect customer satisfaction. Now let's look at road transport in Malaysia. Road transport is most common way to move goods in Malaysia. It using truck, lorries and vans to deliver goods through the country's road network. One of the main reasons business choose road transport is because it provides direct door-to-door delivery. It's also flexible and suitable for short distance deliveries. For example, courier company like Post Malaysia, JNT Express and DHL Malaysia use road transport to deliver parcels directly to customers across the country. Overall, road transport play an important role in Malaysia's logistics industry because it provides fast, flexible and convenient delivery service. Now, let's look at the advantage and disadvantage of road transport. Now, let's look at the advantage and disadvantage of road transport. Road transport is popular because it provides direct door-to-door delivery and offer flexible direction. It's also good choice for short distance and urgent deliveries. That's why it's usually used by retail store, supermarket, courier services and e-commercial business. However, road transport also has some disadvantage. Heavy traffic can delay deliveries, while fuel, toll and vehicle maintenance costs can increase transportation expenses. It's also less suitable for transporting larger amount of cargo over long distance and produce higher carbon emissions. For example, delivery truck carrying online shopping orders can deliver parcels directly to customers' home. That shows the advantage of door-to-door delivery. Overall, road transport is the best choice for fast and flexible deliveries. Now, let's move to rail transport. Rail transport is mainly used to move larger quantity of goods over long distance. Compared to road transport, it's more cost effective for bulk cargo because one train can carry many containers in single trip. It's usually used by manufacturers and logistic companies to transport heavy goods between port and industrial area. For example, KTM Cargo transport containers, cements and steel between Port Klang Ipoh, Butterworth, Johor and Padang Besar. Overall, rail transport is a good choice for long distance and bulk goods. Now, let's look at the advantage and disadvantage of rail transport. Rail transport has several advantages. It is more cost effective for long distance transportation, has a higher carrying capacity and produce lower carbon emission. It's also suitable for transporting heavy goods and bulk cargo. However, rail transport also has some disadvantage. The railway network is limited in some area, so goods usually need to transfer to truck for the final delivery. It's also less flexible because train follow fixed route and schedule. Overall, rail transport is a good choice for transporting heavy cargo over long distance. The first comparison is transportation cost. This is one of the most important factors when choosing transport method. Road transport is more economical for short distance delivery because it provides direct delivery with less cargo handling. For longer distance, fuel, toll and maintenance costs become higher. On the other hand, rail transport is more cost effective for long distance and bulk cargo because one cargo train can carry many containers in a single trip. It can reduce the transportation cost. For example, a company delivering a small shipment from Port Klang to Johor Bahru may choose road transport. For longer shipment traveling longer distance, of course, train transport is usually the best option. Overall, the best choice depends on the shipment size and delivery distance. The next point is delivery speed. Delivery speed is very important because customers expect goods to arrival on time. Road transport is faster for short distance and urgent delivery because it provides direct door-to-door service. However, road transport may be delayed by traffic jam or road accident. Rail transport follows fixed schedule and is more suitable for planned long-distance delivery, but trucks are still needed for the final delivery. For example, fresh food and medical supplies are usually transported by road because they need to reach their destination as quickly as possible. Moving on the flexibility. This is another important factor. Road transport is more flexible because truck can travel on almost all the road in Malaysia. Driver can also change their route easily based on the traffic condition or customer request. Rail transport is less flexible because train can only operate on railway track and follow fixed route and schedule. For example, if a customer changes the delivery location at the last minute, the lorry driver can easily take the different route while the train must continue on their scheduled railway line. Overall, road transport is the better choice, while train transport is more suitable for planned transportation. Another important factor is accessibility of road and rail transport. Road transport has better accessibility because truck can reach almost any location including home, shop, factory and warehouse. It also provides direct door-to-door delivery, make it very convenient for customer. In comparison, rail transport is limited to railway station and cargo terminal. After the goods arrival at the terminal, trucks are still needed to deliver them to final destination. The parcel ordered through the Shopee or Lazada are delivered directly to customer by truck and deliver vans. This shows how road transport provide better accessibility, while rail transport is mainly used between cargo terminals. Overall, road transport provides better accessibility, while rail transport depends on the road transport for the last part of the journey. Carrying capacity is another key factor when choosing transport method. Road transport is suitable for small and medium-sized shipment. However, if business need the transport the larger quantity of cargo, usually requires more trucks, which can increase transportation costs. On the other hand, rail transport has a much higher carrying capacity because one cargo train can carry many containers in a single trip. This means it's more suitable for heavy goods and bulk cargo. For example, KTM cargo transport containers, cements and steel between major cities in Malaysia because rail transport can handle larger quantity of cargo more effectively. Overall, rail transport is the better choice for the transportation bulk cargo over long distance. Now, I will like to compare the environmental impact of road and rail transport. Road transport produces high carbon emission because many trucks use diesel fuel. Heavy traffic also increase fuel consumption and air pollution. In comparison, rail transport is more environmental friendly because one cargo train can carry a larger amount of cargo in a single trip. This helps reduce fuel consumption and carbon emission. For example, KTM cargo help reduce the number of trucks on Malaysian highways while support greener and more sustainable transportation. Overall, rail transport is the best choice for the business that want to reduce their environmental impact. Reliability and safety are also important in freight transportation. Road transportation is good choice for urgent deliveries, but it can be affected by traffic jam, road accident and bad weather. The situation may delay deliveries or increase the risk of cargo damage. On the other hand, rail transport follow fixed route and schedule, so deliveries are more predictable and reliable, especially for long-distance freight transportation. For example, during festival season in Malaysia, highways are usually very busy, but cargo trains continue to operate according to the schedule. Overall, rail transport is more reliable for planned deliveries, while road transportation is better for urgent local deliveries. This slide summarizes the main difference between road and rail transport. From here, we can see that both transport methods have their own strategy. Road transport is better for short distance delivery because it's faster, more flexible and provide direct door-to-door service. On the other hand, rail transport is better for long distance and bulk cargo because it is a higher carrying capacity, lower transport costs and produce lower carbon issues. Overall, there is no single transport method that is best for every situation. Business should choose the most suitable option based on their transport requirement. To understand this better, I like to share real example in Malaysia. This case study show how goods are transported from Port Klang to Penang. Port Klang is the Malaysian largest port and every day thousands of containers arrival there before being delivered to different part of country. If the shipment is small or urgent, the company usually choose road transport because truck can deliver the goods directly to customer. However, if the shipment is larger or heavier, the particular company choose rail transport because it's more cost effective for long distance transportation. That's why many companies use both road and rail transport together. Rail transport moves the cargo over long distance, while truck complete the final delivery to the customer. This is called intermodal transportation. Now I will like to share my recommendation. Based on the information, there is no single transport method that is best for every business. It really depends on what the business needs. If the company needs fast delivery or door-to-door service, road transport is the best choice. However, if company need more larger amount of cargo over a long distance, of course, rail transport is more suitable because it can reduce transportation costs. And the best solution is to combine both rail and road transport whenever possible. Finally, I would like to conclude my presentation. Based on the comparison, both road and rail transport play important role in Malaysian logistic industry. Each transport method has its own strategy and it's suitable for different business needs. Road transport is the flexible and suitable for short distance delivery, while rail transport is more cost effective for long distance and bulk goods. In my opinion, the business should choose the best transport method depend on the shipment size, delivery distance, delivery time, and logistic costs. For the best result, combining both road and rail transport through intermodal transportation can improve productivity, reduce costs, provide better delivery service, and support Malaysian economic growth. These are the main references I used to prepare this presentation. They include official government website, industry sources, and logistic references. Alright, that's all from my presentation. Thank you, Dr. Arif, for your time and attention. Thank you.